backyard go with, you know, his work, but when he first got on that Living Color, he was like young buck. That was the first cat, like when they were doing Snuff and Rome. You remember Snuff and Rome? Yeah. Trying to get into the club. Like, yo, he roamed around with you, bro. He roamed. That was the first time I saw like a Wayans that was like young and hip hop. So I identified. I was already fans of Keenan and Damon, but I identified with Marlon. So long story short, now me and him are homies, and he calls me, like, we have similar thinking in the way we do comedy. So it's just always good for him to say, look, dude, there's gonna be some dead people in the house. Just walk through and freestyle whatever you want to do. But for me, just being able to improv all the lines is just like.
All right, Marlon Wayans is joining us now. Give it up for him. All right. Well, we want to give the audience an opportunity to ask you all some questions. We have a few minutes. We don't want to keep them all night, but we want to give the audience an opportunity to ask a few questions. Who wants to go first? All right, what you got right here?
How you doing? Justin Wood.
I'll hold the mic just in case I need to tell you to stop talking.
The writing process, did you guys have like several rewrites of the film?
This one we didn't. Hi, how you doing? How'd you like the movie? Good. Okay. The writing process on this one, the last one, I always do the same thing. First thing I do is just write. I watch a bunch of movies. Hi, Drew. I watch a bunch of movies. Hi, Josie. I watch a bunch of movies. Drew, you ain't got a daughter, do you? You almost fucked me up. The baby got a baby. All right, so what I did with this normally is I just watch a bunch of movies and I just have a pen and pad and I just write jokes, or I'm sitting with my producing partner, Rick Alvarez, my writing partner, and we just watch it and we just brainstorm it, because I'll see something like a horror movie and I'm thinking of jokes. So immediately, it's crazy. I see the craziest thing. I be at funerals like, yo, look at this nigga's shoes. He ain't getting in heaven with them things on. So, you know, that's just how I am always. So first thing I do is write down all the jokes and everything like that. And then for this one, I approached it from a story progression and said, where would Malcolm be? Where's a fun place to put Malcolm? And there's a different well of comedy that we had with the first one. So I put him with the white family. And I thought it was something that we haven't seen. You don't see that in movies at all. And there's so many interracial couples now, and we don't talk about it. We never say nothing about it. And I wanted to get the black woman's point of view. I wanted to get the white girl's point of view. I wanted to get what he was like dealing with the white girl, him, because in the first one, it's Malcolm dealing, the black perspective of dealing with a ghost. In this one, it was the black perspective of the white person dealing with a ghost. So you have both perspectives. And then you have the Latino next door neighbor, which is a lot of fun. So, and then after that, man, once I found the story, and I found the hooks and the through lines, and the thing with the doll, and once I saw The Conjuring, I was like, this little creepy bitch. I was like, what if I bang it? And I was just like, oh, because in the first one I banged stuffed animals, and I was just like, oh, it would be a great payoff. And then I just...
TMI on the fetish. TMI on the fetish. No, she likes that part especially, though, right there. No, I'm just... Any other questions out there? Who else?
She's like, that doll sex is all right.
Because I know you're very funny, you're very...
I can't find you. I'm like, did someone make God Haitian?
Is this nigga from?
Right in the back to your right.
Oh, Trini, I didn't understand what the fuck.
Oh, nigga. Shit. You got to smile or something, nigga.
My life, I want to ask you.
Good. At least you heard it.
There you go.
I want to ask you. I want to ask you.
Why you do this?
Shout out to Will Silver.
What was your question right here? Just yell it out for me, because I'm going to give Gabe...
I'm joking, dude. Don't get mad. I'm joking. No, it's okay. I'm just joking.
No, he good. What was your question right here?
No, hold on. I want to answer his question.
My man.
No, hold on.
Answer his question.
I want to answer his question. What was this?
Yeah, there we go. Stand in the back, looking at the start of a Smooth Criminal video.
Oh, I think he got a machete. We may not want to keep fighting that. He giving us the hand wave like, no.
That makes a big target right
Hold
there.
on. Do me a favor.
Swing.
Somebody,
Nah, man, we just playing, brother. We want to hear your question.
Wait for us now.
Oh, he leaving. All right.
That made me feel bad. What did he say? So I can answer it. And somebody can tell him later.
How you gonna do anything serious? You do comedy and that's your brand.
Oh, am I doing anything serious? Well, tell him when somebody goes outside. I feel bad. I didn't mean to hurt his feelings.
You know what's messed up is you guys jumped him first, and then I got him at the end, and he's only gonna remember me. Gonna get the big Mexican fella.
Yeah, he's sitting there going, I could catch that big one. I can tell you that one.
He might come back in here shooting. Let's not. Let's not keep talking about that thing.
Nigga, I see the exit right there. I'm out here.
To the left.
I look for the exit. I was like, he's leaving? All right. So, basically, what I was gonna do was just, I'm not looking to do drama right now, but if a great drama came my way, I definitely would. I just haven't been, I would do like the Richard Pryor story if that came up, but, I like making people laugh, man. There's nothing better than me than laughter. Most of the time, it feels good. Yes, ma'am?
If you were offered Letterman's job, would you take it?
No.
Why not?
You wouldn't be able to do anything else.
Because I love making
100% commitment to
yeah,
your
you
talk
got
show.
you got to do that show all the time, and those guys have that skill set for that. And that's not my passion. My passion is doing movies. My passion is doing stand up. I would have fun. Like I had fun. I did Jimmy Fallon last night. I had a good time. But that's just not what I want to do. Well, now they pay me enough. No. How much we talking?
Do you see yourself doing movies when you're 60?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I would do movies like Jack Nicholson does movies. I do movies like, Walter Matthau used to do movies and Jack Lemmon and, I love to do this. So I'm going to do this until I'm good and all. I won't be doing a lot of it. I won't be showing my ass then, I'll tell you that much.
Me? Oh, what's your deciding factor when you're thinking about like doing a sequel or continuing?
My deciding factor was, could I make it as good or better as the first one? I don't want to whore out the franchise and just do one just to do, because I think movie tickets are way too expensive nowadays for people to be putting bullshit out there. So for me, I want to make sure that you get your money's worth in laughter. I ain't gonna change your life, but I hope to change your mood. You at least see the effort. Like, he's trying to be funny, like literally throughout the whole movie. It's always an effort, and I think it's important that you guys get your money's worth.
Do you see yourself collaborating with your family again moving forward, and/or your nephews?
I would love to work with my nephews. I love my nephews. I love my brothers. I miss them. I miss working with my brothers. But right now we're all working on separate things, and but we're putting together the first Wayans Brothers tour. So me, Sean, Damon, Keenan, and we'll probably bring my niece Shantae and my nephew Lil Damon, and do a Wayans Brothers tour. So that will be working with them.
Let me know if you need me.
All right, no doubt.
How was it starting your whole stand-up situation that you have going on right now?
It was scary at first when you first start doing stand-up, because you're sitting on stage and you're trying to find what's funny. You're talking, and you're sitting there with a crowd sitting there waiting on you to be funny, and it's nerve-wracking at first. But once you get used to it and you know that you go in, you have something you want to talk about, and you're prepared a little bit, it's a lot easier. It becomes like kind of riding a bike. But if you take some time off, it can be just as fearful. But honestly, I think doing stand-up makes me a better writer and a better performer. So I'm so happy I did it, even though I started doing it when I was 38.
We talked about the ad-libbing. Can you two talk a little bit about the energy on set? Because it looked like you would have taken forever to make this movie, because y'all always laughing and cracking up the whole time. Talk about the chemistry, the energy.
There's a lot of energy in this movie from beginning to end. I mean, from the minute you get on the set, Martin's like, hey man, look, we're gonna start the script, do it like this, and then once we do that, then do what you want to do, just make it funny. And Marlon gives you a lot of opportunities to shine. I like the fact that I've done other films and worked with certain people, and they hog up all the attention and all the glory and all the laughter, and Marlon makes it so that everybody can shine and everybody can do good. He's pulled me aside 100 times and said, look man, don't worry about me. Get your laughs. I want you to shine. I want you to look good. And he's very sincere. You know, that's the Seinfeld syndrome. That's the way you got to do it, man. You make everybody funny around you, and at the end, everybody's gonna go, Marlon did a great movie.
Yeah.
And,
Well, we all did a great movie. It's a team effort, man.
Yeah, I call that the LeBron. He does the LeBron. I'm Wade, and he'll pass it off to Chalmers, and he like to assist. Marlon assists a lot, and that's what it's about.
Because I know y'all niggas is gonna dunk it.
And you understand, he's still the captain of the team, and
I can dunk it.
We're gonna win.
Yeah.
Thanks.
In comedy, you can slam dunk.
Okay. I got excited. CGI.
Yes, baby.
Hi.
Hi.
I thought the movie was hilarious.
Thank you.
I went to school with Marlon, so I want to know for you two, how hard
Is that
was
Stacks?
it? It is.
What's up, baby girl? Stacks Cordero, what's up?
How hard
That wasn't your name in school. You didn't have What was your name in school again?
Ray Sean.
Ray Sean, dude. How the hell you become Stacks Cordero? That's a porno name? I'm joking. You see, I'll give you a hug.
You put my business all out there for everybody to be listening to. We'll talk about that later.
Okay, see, now that just changes the question. Everybody up there is funny, so how was it for you guys to film? Like, how long was it? Was it a lot of retakes?
We didn't do a lot of retakes because we didn't have the budget to retake. We had to keep it moving, so.
And it was hot as shit in that house. Like,
It was really hot. And those
No
chickens
AC.
were real. And in that kitchen
We had to get the
reeked
fuck out of there.
with the feathers and the moisture of the water and the.
If you
on
smell the chicken,
countertops.
you would never eat one of those
Oh
motherfuckers again.
my God! It was really hot in that kitchen.
So we probably did maybe 3 or 4 takes. We didn't do a lot of takes, but when we did them, we did long takes. Like sometimes we do, just go, say something else, again, do it, all right, and then we'll toss in stuff back and forth. With the last scene that me and Afe did, we literally improvised that ending. The very, very ending, we did that right there on the day.
he just let me talk for 20 minutes and roll camera, and to the point where I get tired of saying Hammy, like, hey, look here, Hammy, I'm scared, Hammy, there's a ghost coming, Hammy, somebody yell, cut, Hammy, I wanna go home, Hammy. We just have fun.
My question is, I guess you two on the end. I saw something on the internet about you having the show What's the Funny, starting that. So
Yeah, what the funny is my digital comedy network. You guys check it out. Got a lot of funny stuff on there. Whatthefunny.com, how'd you? Whatthefunny.com. It's free. It ain't no charge, no subscription. So check it out. No crazy charges. It's got a lot of funny sketches on there. It's just a comedy destination, and it's free, funny stuff.
Y'all cash for that?
You can send these submissions in, yes.
To what?
To send them in to just contact our what you call it, What the Funny at What the Funny.
I think she want to audition right now, nigga.
At What the Funny is on Twitter, so
Right.
just contact them.
And the second part, Affion, I know.
Afion.
Afion.
Say my name wrong. Afton. With confidence too. Just fuck up my name. Damn.
My bad, homie. But look,
Appreciate that, honey.
but look, I know for a minute you had the show produced by Jamie Foxx. You had the sketch show for a minute. You plan on bringing that back, or are you working?
Yeah, it was on Fox, and Fox was not the home for it. That's why they put me on in the summertime and only gave me like 6 episodes. So Jamie and I were partners on it, and I was just on it. It was a brainchild of mine. I got Jamie to co-sign it, to like introduce it. But yeah, we couldn't get as loose as we wanted to on there. It was a lot because if you notice on my YouTube channel, it was all like the hip hop parodies and the Chris Brown Deuces and Hunt Chris Brown, Run This Town parody. You know what I mean? They let me do one parody on there, one music joint. Like they didn't understand it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like when you take Kobe out of high school, be like, man, we love that basketball you play, but we want you to play hockey. So it's like they wanted me to play a whole other sport. I was like, nah, it ain't really that. But yeah, I do have another one. To answer your question, I do have another one coming up, and I'm doing a stand-up tour. No, I'm not doing Wild 'N Out, but I mean, niggas my homie, so I just didn't have the schedule to do it. You know, they shoot Wild 'N Out in like 2 days. Like 16 episodes in 2 days, you know what I mean? But identify with Marlon, so long story short, now me and him are homies and he calls me, like we have similar thinking in the way we do comedy, so it's just always good for him to say, look dude, there's gonna be some dead people in the house, just walk through and freestyle whatever you want to do. So for me, just being able to improv all the lines is just like...
All right, lon Wayans is joining us now. Give it up for him. All right. We want to give the audience an opportunity to ask you all some questions. We have a few minutes.
He ain't getting in heaven with them things on. So, you know, that's just how I am always. So, first thing I do is write down all the jokes and everything like that. And then, for this one, I approached it from a story progression and said, where would Malcolm be? Where's a fun place to put Malcolm? And there's a different well of comedy that we had with the first one. So I put him with the white family. And I thought it was something that we haven't seen. You don't see that in movies at all. And there's so many interracial couples now.
Backyard go with, you know, his work, but when he first got on The Living Color, he was like young buck. That was the first cat, like when they were doing Snuff and Rome. You remember Snuff and Rome? Yeah. Trying to get into the club. Like, yo, he roaming around when you roll, you know. That was the first time I saw like a Wayans that was like young and hip hop. So I identified. I was already fans of Keenan and Damon, but I didn't.
Hi, George. I watch a bunch of movies. Hi, George. I watch a bunch of movies. Dude, you ain't got a daughter, dude. You almost fucked me up. The baby got a baby. All right, so what I did with this normally is I just watch a bunch of movies and I just have a pen and pad and I just write jokes, or I'm sitting with my producing partner, Rick Alvarez, my writing partner, and we just watch it and we just brainstorm it. Because I'll see something like a horror movie and I'm thinking of jokes. So immediately, it's crazy. I see the craziest thing. I'll be at funerals like, yo, look at this nigga.
We don't want to keep them all night, but we want to give the audience an opportunity to ask a few questions. Who wants to go first? All right, what you got right here?
How you doing? Justin Wood.
I'll hold the mic just in case I need to tell you to stop talking.
The writing process, did you guys have like several rewrites of the film?
This one we didn't. Hi, how you doing? How'd y'all like the movie? Good. Okay. The writing process on this one, the last one, I always do the same thing. First thing I do is just write. I watch a bunch.